Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are playing Airstrike Patrol. Alright, let's just get right into it. We'll figure out the buttons as we play, right? That is one thing about the Super Nintendo over the NES is they almost always told you, at least most of the games, what the buttons did. Where on Nintendo, you were kind of on your own for the most part. They had limited space. That was what the instruction manual was for, right? Check satellite photos for locations. Only 60 hours, huh? And we're going to do this one. Very elaborate. Kind of feels off a little bit. I don't like the way I think they put too much into visuals and not enough into the actual game. I mean, as far as the fighter plane kind of games go, I mean, it's a huge step up from the NES versions of the games. But on that note, the controlling still sucks, it feels like, really. Yeah, like, trying to pilot your plane is very just not very intuitive. It kind of sucks. We're going to run out of gas here in a second. Like, for being an aircraft that's supposed to, like, be able to almost turn on a dime, you really can't fucking turn it all in this game. I don't know what's going to happen when we get low fuel. Is there just a way that we just end the mission, or are we just going to die? We're just going to die. Fair enough. These games have never really appeased to me at all. And, like, it's a huge step up from what the game was. But it's still not very good, for me anyways. Like, honestly, I don't see anything really wrong with it except for the fact that your plane does not fucking maneuver at all. You have to take these wide turns, which is just obnoxious. Especially for being a fighter jet. Like, you should not have to take such wide turns. And the way everything kind of looks also, well, like your sight is just so weird being in that area. Oh. Where are we? Okay, that was dumb. Like, I don't know. These are not my games, and it definitely shows. I am terrible at this. Let's try it again, shall we? I mean, we're still up a huge way from, like, the amount of trashy air combat games that were on NES that, I mean, let's be honest, they were trash. Yeah, the combat sucks in this game. Like, trying to control your plane is awful. Like, our whole point is trying to do all this stuff, and we can't seem to get anywhere. Come on, go up! Yeah, just not happy with the way it controls. I honestly think it controlled better on NES than it did on this. Will you turn the fuck or... Yeah, the controls suck in this game. I'm serious. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I can't even get my thing to lock on any of the stuff. Like, the game is very... It's playable, but kind of unplayable. Like, you should not have to go all the way up, turn around, spin around, then come all the way back down in order to target something that you should be able to move and maneuver well enough normally on. Like, you're actually flying like you're in a commercial 747 instead of an actual attack jet, which makes no sense. Those things can, like, the stuff that they can normally do, and in this game, you have to make the widest fucking turns imaginable. It's just, these games have never been for me. And yes, they look a lot better. There's a lot more going on, and there's such an improvement, but the gameplay is just not really there. It's like they spent all their time doing everything else on the game except for making it playable and being able to actually fly your jet. Like, it's really disappointing. and it just doesn't work. Like I said, you're in an aerial combat game, and you cannot maneuver to save your life. Like, it's so sad. And the targeting things is just, your receptacle is just such a all over the place, where trying to target something is so hard, so long, and the fact that you can't maneuver, and then you're trying to maneuver to actually target something as you're flying, the whole thing is poorly done, and could just be a lot better. And it's such a disappointment with when you get in here, you start looking at it, it's like, oh, everything looks great, it's going to be a really decent game. But then you get in there and start playing it, and you're just like, I can't do anything. The game is so sluggish, so slow, and my plane does not move, that it's not fun at all. It's more aggravating than anything else. So with that being said, I'm good on this. Not my cup of tea. Really, really disappointing. And I think if they actually made the plane flyable, this game would be a lot more fun, but they didn't. And with that being said, I don't know, it lacks a lot. I would honestly rather play some of the NES games than this one, because at least there you can maneuver, everything's in front of you, so you can target things that you're supposed to, hit stuff, and move around. Where this one is just like I said, you have to go and fly like 2 more miles and make this long turn to come back, so you can straighten out and hope that your receptacle gets on the item that you want, so that you could drop your bomb or hit your missile and destroy the thing that you're supposed to hit. And it's just such an aggravating, just unfun, very, very poorly done game. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. Till next time, you guys have a great day.